This is Fido-Friendly Travel Talk. Here's your host, Susan Sims.
Hey everybody, it's Susan Sims with Fido-Friendly Travel Talk, brought to you by Animal Radio, where we talk about the travel and lifestyle for you and your furry best friends. So our dog and director of marketing for Fido-Friendly Magazine, Honey, has a very discerning palate, but even she won't turn down a truly organic pet treat from Dog Mamas. My guest today is Kathryn Dunro. She's founder, baker, and dog lover-in-chief of Dog Mamas. Hi, Kathryn. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Susan. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I love looking at your website, dogmamas.com. But my immediate question is, what sparked your interest to get into the pet space, and specifically for these organic treats?
You know, we always say it just starts with the love of a dog. And for me, it started with my dog Biddy and just wanting something better for my dog. And she was my very first competition dog. We participated in dog shows, just like you see at the Westminster Kennel Club. And that was what we did together. And I realized that for her to perform at her best, she needed a really high quality diet. She needed really high quality food. And I equated that with what do I think of for myself as high quality food. And it's, you know, the gold standard for humans is organic. It's food that's made without artificial ingredients, without chemicals, without preservatives. So I was like, you know what? That's what she needs to eat, because that's the very best that I'm going to eat. And when I do things to improve my own health, I try to eat as organic as I can and live that lifestyle. And that's what I want to do for my dog. And I realized that in that certified organic space, there were not a lot of choices. There weren't a lot of choices for treats or for foods. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make something for my dog and she's going to eat it. And then kind of one thing leads to another. And before you know it, you're out there selling them to everybody else. And, and then it just grew from there. And it just I just started down that path. And I was like, you know what? We're going to make USDA organic, an expectation for pet parents versus an exception. So, you know, our goal is to just keep beating that drum and making organic an accepted thing for pet products. And that's what we do. And that's what it's all about. Something better for our pets.
I applaud you for that. And I have no knowledge of this, but is it pretty difficult, to get that USDA Organic Certified label? What kind of hoops do you need to jump through?
It is. It is an arduous process, to say the least. And it's unfortunate in both human and pet foods that you see, everybody talks about kind of organic and all natural, but to really be USDA Organic Certified, you have to be able to document and verify that every ingredient that you use in your product is certified organic and has gone through that rigorous testing, which means it's really a traceability exercise back to the farm, so to speak, of where that ingredient was first produced, whether it's a plant product or an animal product. Was it farmed or raised under the guidelines and principles of the National Organic Program? And that covers everything from, on crops, from soil treatment, pesticide treatment, additives that you can put into it. It covers all those things. And when we make a kind of a finished product, like a cookie, for dogs, like what Dog Mamas is, and we have a group of ingredients, we have to go back through every one of those ingredients, and we have to verify and trace and document the source of every ingredient. And then also our process in the kitchen, so to speak. Are we maintaining organic practices in the bakery facility where we bake our products at? Is it mixed in? We don't want to use any equipment that's mixed with, say, conventional flour. We only want to use equipment that has been used exclusively for organic. So it's really rigorous, from the crop production to the actual baking and production. So, and it's a lot to keep up with it. So there's not that many. And a lot of times people don't want to do it because it comes at a time and effort cost and a money cost as well.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think, like myself, there's very few of us that realize what actually goes into that. But I have to go back to your website, dogmamas.com, because I'm an organic gal. I'm a whole food plant-based all the time. And so I'm very excited, and I'm drooling over these flavors. Okay, I'm just going to name this one that popped up. It's the berry banana cocoa chunk. I probably could eat that. So what are the other flavors you have?
It's my secret favorite too when I have to snack. Right now as our business has grown, we now use a professional kitchen because I can't bake them fast enough. But this is a business that I started, baking these treats in my kitchen. And then I moved to a little bakery kitchen, and I was baking with the staff there, kind of 24/7 to keep up with it. Kind of like the I Love Lucy thing where you're going as fast as you can. And then we realized, okay, we need a better mousetrap here. So we now use a professional bakery. But when I needed a go-to snack, berry banana cocoa chunk was always my go-to snacker. It is really yummy. I mean, one of our hallmarks is that we do use real fruits and vegetables and real pieces that you can see. So our berry banana cocoa chunk, it's blueberries, bananas, and coconuts. And it's good. There's coconut flakes. There's real blueberry pieces in it. And, my dogs, I kind of went with when I put my recipes together, I was like, what are my dogs like? And they love blueberries. They could just, my husband's always like, are we eating these or are the dogs eating them? So, they really like the blueberries. And so that blueberry and sweetness of banana, it was just a great combination. And it's one of our top sellers. And I love that treat. And lots of other dogs love it too. And just for the record, our treats, because they are organic, they are safe for you to eat. There's just no sugar. So you're like, it's not as sweet as a cookie, but they are pretty good.
Yeah. It's funny. After you cleanse your palate for a lot of these additives that we've grown up over the years, it's really different how good things really taste really good. But you had a couple other flavors on there. It was apple. What was this one? It was apple something. That kind of caught my eye.
Yep, we have an apple cranberry crisp, which is apples and cranberries, cinnamon. It is equally yummy. We say it's like homemade apple pie for dogs. It's really good. We have a pumpkin treat, which is our pumpkin snaps. We say it's the pumpkin, the pumpkin spice for pets. And it is, it's pumpkins. We use a lot of cinnamon and ginger in that one. So it just smells really good. And then pieces of carrot in it. So all of our treats have, something that would be the fruit and then also a pieced fruit or vegetable that you can see, so it has chunks of fruit in there. So it has chunks of carrots in there. And then we have our veggie, which is our sweet potato and kale bites with real pieces of kale in it. And that one's really good too.
Yeah, you're just talking my lingo. I think that's going to go on my next hike. I don't know. But lastly, I want you to please talk about cookies for a cause.
Oh, thanks. We love cookies for a cause. So one of the things when you're baking at a bakery is, you kind of have an overrun when you switch between flavors. When, say, we bake the pumpkin snaps first and then next through the hopper, and we use almost like a little Play-Doh machine that makes the cookies. We don't use an extruder. They're kind of like a wire cut cookie. So it's really like a big giant Play-Doh machine. They come out and they slice them off. And so each one is a little bit different. But so when you do that and you change recipes, there's a lot of different, you get some that are half and half and a little bit of a mix. So what we do with those bakery overruns is we package them up. We call them our everything cookies. And our partner is, for the last 2 years has been Military Team Working Dogs Support Association. And what they are is they're an awesome nonprofit, and we have a link to them on our website. They are an awesome nonprofit. They support really both ends of the leash of our military working dogs. They support the actual military working dog and their handler. And so what they do is every quarter they send out care packages to all the working dog teams, they have about 200 of them in the States and overseas that are working. And then in March, they do their honor boxes, which is where they recognize their retired military working dogs that have been retired from service and kind of live in the best life that they so deserve on the couch. So we are just so honored to participate, and we donate those to them. And there's many other organizations that donate to make these fantastic care packages that have things for both their human handlers and the dogs. And if you go visit their links, just as a regular citizen that doesn't have a product, they have an Amazon wish list, and you can support them in that way. And we just love them. We think they're such a worthwhile organization to recognize our military working dogs and our military handlers for all the work and service they do to our country. So we're really honored to participate in that.
Well, kudos to you. That's awesome. So Cookies for a Cause. Everyone go to dogmamas.com and click on that link. And before I let you go, is there anything else you'd like us to know? And where can we find Dog Mamas?
Well, probably the biggest question I always get asked is who is the dog on the logo? And the dog on the logo is my dog Biddy, and she was my very first show dog, and she took me on many wonderful adventures, and she had a long, full life. And so we still celebrate her today. That was taken from a photo of she and I in a dog show competition, and we had it moved into our logo. So that's what people always ask is, who is this dog? And where you can find us, we do a lot off of our website. So you can find us at dogmamas.com. We are on Amazon, and we are also on Chewy. So those are our best choices for you to find us direct. And then we're in and out of a lot of different independent pet stores all over the country. But we say to our customers and our listeners, go visit us on the website, and there's links to our Amazon or our Chewy if you buy your products there. And we would be happy to ship your dog some treats. And we have great offers on our website, and we'll get you trying our dog treats. And once you switch, you'll never go back.
That's a logo just as in itself. Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Susan. This has been so fun. Thanks so much.
Okay, you're welcome. That's it for Fido Friendly Travel Talk. You've been listening to Kathryn Dunro from Dog Mamas. Be sure to check out dogmamas.com. For more information about today's show or just about traveling with Fido, log on to FidoFriendly.com. Until next time, travel safe and leave no dog behind. This is Susan Sims with Fido Friendly Travel Talk.